Hi everyone, my name is Kaspar. I'm one of the co-founders of Pactium with Martin Rund and Christian Korjus, and my background is that before Pactium I was founding managing director of e-residency, so I see many e-residents here. Great to see you in Estonia. I'll take a risk. I have just one slide. I'll see if you have actually questions, because usually I talk a lot more. And you don't have time for questions, so I'll just maybe do 3-4 minute intro of what we do. And if you don't have questions, then of course I'll keep speaking. We do AI negotiations, so we launched a few years before ChatGPT came. So back then chat wasn't too sexy thing, but we created AI bot that reaches out to suppliers of large enterprises and negotiates deals. Negotiates prices, commercial terms, net days, whatever business terms there are. And while we speak, these bots are out there, thousands of them, and great savings for our clients, so that no one needs to do anything. This was the dream 5 years ago, and its dream came true. I can't say who are our customers. I can say brands which I like. And it's maybe you recognize some of them. And it's been now 5 years. We raised 35 million and closing now Series B. Maybe some context of the business. And can you maybe put this QR code here? QR code, then people can ask questions. Maybe some context of the business, why it's a bit different, and maybe you can ask questions regarding that context. Why it's a bit different maybe is that our first customer was the largest company in the world, Walmart, and then we started to come down there for other Fortune 500. So we usually only work with over 5 billion revenue companies, meaning that we can't have clients in Estonia even. And this kind of, if you're reaching to a client where you don't have any product or even team, just co-founders, and you need to sell to the world's largest enterprise something and go live month or some month after establishing a company, then it's a pretty different story how usually you end up working with these large enterprises. So this is one context that is different. Another context maybe is that we need lots of cash. Building AI is not simple. Every year we need to fundraise. Basically it's been million, 3 million, 10 million, 20 million, 20 plus million every year. So we burn a lot. But this gave us kind of this edge that after 5 years we still don't have any competitors. So no one who is doing this AI negotiations. So hopefully it pays off after huge dilutions as a founder. If first questions are already there, please ask. Otherwise, I'll keep. Yeah, please.
Okay, we have. Yeah, we do have questions. So the legendary question: what has been your biggest mistake or learning point during this journey?
Yeah, I thought about that, and then I thought I haven't done any mistakes.
Awesome.
But
quick as the presentation.
But of course, like obviously there are like mistakes every day, but in some sense they are not mistakes, because if you're creating a new category that no one has ever done, then you can't know stuff, right? You just do, and then you just see what didn't work and what worked, and if something didn't work, like I wouldn't call it a mistake. You just do stuff right. But if I have to answer like officially mistakes, then one cool mistake may be about positioning of AI bots. We were so proud of the AI bot who reaches out supplier who used to cost 10 million. Now we pay them 9 million, so we saved 1 million. And then we declared in our dashboards our Pactium now saved 1 million for you. Obvious, right? Super proud, bragging about the results in company. But the mistake there was for the many years that the same people who now didn't get that 1 million saving feel threatened, obviously. And we positioned it that Pactum created that savings, but we should have positioned that their employees got those savings through AI bots. And now this becomes easier for us to go to enterprises and customers and empower users to create savings, not to brag about yourself that you created the savings. So this is one differentiation. How we are entering to largest companies in the world and make thousands of competitive employees next to their employees, basically. And these employees need to embrace these competitor employees who are like smarter than they are, right? AI in our pocket is smarter than any of us. And now they are like part of the workforce where we need to collaborate. So it's quite threatening situation that we need to start dealing with. Every one of us need to start dealing with. How do we collaborate with these bots? So that's interesting.
Yeah, we have questions coming in. Thank you so much. So Laimonos is asking, what if AI bot promises something to a suppliers that's not possible by the contract?
Yes, our AI bots are not on large language models, obviously also because we started before LLMs were there. We use large language models in different scenarios, but not in actual negotiation in real time. There are scripts there that the supplier is led to in different paths. The offering is very complicated, but supplier is led to different paths. So in order for the AI to know what deals and trade-offs to do, it needs to know all the terms that we are going to have negotiations about and the value of each of those terms. We call it value function. Once the value function is there, then AI knows to do trade-offs. So every negotiation that is happening, there is a limited terms and scope that can be negotiated about. And usually this is it. If you're renewing SaaS subscription, if you're renewing MRO service, if you're renewing, I don't know, toilet paper annual tender, then you have always fixed terms. Our AI knows those fixed terms and then negotiates only about these fixed terms. Mm-hmm. So it won't make mistakes.
Cool. Audience can also like others' questions, and we do have one question that got a like. So Mait is asking, how did you manage to get so big first client as Walmart?
Yes. The story is pretty funny, of course, because we understood after first iterations that our client needs to be very large, because otherwise the cost of implementation and training is so costly, so we need large customers. So we Googled largest companies in the world, and Walmart was number one. And actually, of course, we reached out to many of them. It just ended up that Walmart was the first, and it actually happened in a small, lovely village called Viljandi in Estonia, where we have a great company, Cleveron, who had a C-level Walmart meeting, like 3 C-level people came to Viljandi, and 3 Estonian startups managed to pitch there. We were one of them, and it was a quite funny story because like back then we released Pactum just like a few weeks ago, and as we established the company, we did a big party, of course, and celebrations, but it was just us as founders then. So we created a slide, and when I went to pitch, I had the slide how much savings we generate for Walmart. And then I asked from Cleveron guy, like, do you think it's good enough for Walmart? And then he said, no, add 2 zeros. And then from some tens of millions, we created the slide where we saved them like, I think 14 billion annually. And then the CMOs, yeah, I like it.
Great story. So will we get Walmart soon to Viljandi as well? Is this confirmed? Contract signed?
Still, yeah, Walmart is growing, but like on higher level, the solution is just to take part of the startup community. We join straight away with Founders Society. There, these events are pitched. I have pitched like 20 plus Estonian startups to Walmart myself. It's like happy to do that. It's win-win if you get customer and if Walmart gets cool Estonian startup, everyone wins. So community helps to get these connections, and second thing, of course, how we get these customers is PR. Our first fundraise was 1 million, and we started to pay 8,000 monthly fee for agency, a PR agency. So it means that for the first 1.5 years of runway, our PR budget was over 10%, which is pretty insane. Usually you hire engineers and stuff, right? And you don't have any clear return there, but you just pay and pay and pay, and you try, and then you get one Forbes and one Fortune and Wall Street Journal. And then if it starts picking up, you have inbound sales from enterprises, and then the story changes. Then you don't have leads problems anymore. So I suggest have a budget for PR. It's well underestimated, and I've used that all my life. At e-residency also, we just had a huge budget for PR, and we got e-residence yourself. And many of you joined through the program. After e-residence, you know what happens to you. You visit Estonia physically, then you become resident, and then you find your partners here, and eventually the sales funnel for government was that you become actual resident and living being physically in Estonia. So for me, the ROI and sales funnel was very clear that when I put $1 into PR, into e-residency, then I'll get $7 back. And with Bactum the same way, so PR works. Mm-hmm.
So just maybe if there are some foreigners who don't know, then Kaspar is the former CEO of the e-residency program. So today he's here to talk about Bactum, but just for your background information. We have a minute and a little bit left, so a little bit different kind of question. What's the key success methods for building a company with your brother? How does this work for you?
Love.
One word.
No, love and hate. I guess every brother is different and every relation is different, so I would see that as normal relations. We just get along well with my both brothers and always have liked to work together and build a startup together. Unfortunately, younger startup couldn't join at that point in time, otherwise would be 4 male founders already, like 3 is already overkill. So 2 brothers. But it works for us. We trust each other and we know how we work, and our kids still get along, and we meet each other outside work, so it's doing great. And we have great examples in Estonia also before Bactum of brothers collaborating, #Bolt and others, so it is possible.
Awesome. We have a few seconds left. Okay, I'll ask one more question. What do we have? Vlad, do suppliers know that the bot and not real person is negotiating with them?
Yes, otherwise we would go against the EU AI laws. But they prefer even sometimes bots. Imagine having salary negotiations with your boss or having salary negotiations with a bot. Which would you prefer? People in Bactum who join prefer bot, and they are having salary negotiations with a bot in Bactum. Take that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kaspar.